Hey there, welcome to I Lone Fly Tarot. I'm going to set the camera down because I'm away from home and I don't have my tripod with me. But I'm going to do a reading for Pisces energy. I'm going to shuffle and get the cards out, and then I'll pick up the phone and show you what we got out. Well, that's interesting. We got the Five of Pentacles back again. We got the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Wands. And the reason is because of the Seven of Swords. Wow, so how are different people handling their Pisces energy? Some people listen to their intuition, and their intuition was telling them not to keep moving forward in a job or a friendship or a relationship. And they realized they needed to detach from that group, even though it might have had them up in a little bit of a mental prison about if they would maybe come together with a new job or a new friendship or a new relationship. But they're staying focused on listening to their intuition and staying focused on love, what is loving, what isn't loving. And they're listening to their intuition about, focusing on what could be, and probably taking creative, inspired action in their life to bring that dream into reality. Or at least within themselves, they're taking bold, brave, creative action within themselves to detach from old ways of thinking or believing. Maybe in the past, people did used to get more caught up in their head, kind of were manipulated by their ego or their fear or their insecurities. But because previously they could have been afraid of detaching from old ways of being and to face their fears, but now they're kind of realizing that their fears or their insecurities and their self-limiting beliefs are just an illusion. We can live our life whatever way we want. We can get caught up in our mind and all that shit. That is just kind of our own illusion that we create for ourselves. And they're taking some bold, brave, creative action in their life to listen to their intuition now. And maybe, and under that's the Fool, to take a leap of faith and go on a new journey. And part of it is from the Five of Swords down to the Two of Swords. Some of them could have been in a relationship with a Libra or somebody who they thought would be just and fair. But they're also letting go of past pain and heartbreak and people who they might think live more from their mind than their heart, that when they have mental conflict, instead of listening to their intuition and moving forward in life and detaching from their more worldly nature, which can be your fear and your insecurity and shit like that, they focus on what's loving and they work through their emotional confusion to take bold, brave, confident action in a foundation. So those of you Pisces that are living your life like that, you could be moving forward needless with other people in your life, friends, family, children, siblings, romantic relationship, so long as everybody is doing this work within themselves. There might be someone who might not be coming with you as you move forward because they do have a lot of fears about love. They could have illusions about what it means to be in a relationship, and they could think that it's okay to be manipulative and deceptive. They don't want to listen to their intuition. They don't want to be bold and brave and go on a new journey. They want to keep doing life the way that they've done it because it causes them mental conflict to either detach from their old ways of being or other people in their life and facing their fears and taking bold, brave, confident action in their life. Let's see, is there anything else here? Oh yeah, so again, some people don't want to listen to their intuition, and so then they take these foolish risks in a relationship or a workplace. And other people end up feeling deceived, like, well, that wasn't loving, that wasn't just, that wasn't fair, you weren't acting with character and integrity. And the people in that group feel left out in the cold and kind of in a mental prison because I thought we were supposed to work together in this workplace or relationship. And you can do that over and over because we don't want to see the truth that someone is acting foolish. And someone acting out of shadowy Aries energy, they don't have to be an Aries sun sign, but they could be more about their wants, their needs, their lusts, their greed, their addictions, their ego, whatever. And they take foolish risks in a relationship, hoping other people will be in denial of the truth that, or maybe they could be bossy and controlling, and it's kind of like my way or the highway, or they think they're the most important person in the relationship, and everybody's just supposed to move forward with them and their fear and their insecurity and keep maintaining the illusion that this is a wonderful relationship, that we look like shining stars, this is our dream come true, everything's wonderful here. And people can do that for a while, and some people will keep doing that because they have fear of detaching from this job or friend group or relationship, and they're kind of in a mental prison about, will I get in another relationship? Will I find another job? I'd have to learn to trust myself. And, we go through these cycles in life to learn about listening to our intuition, because I think our intuition was given to us as a gift. Just like bats have sonar to navigate the dark, we don't know what's going on with people all the time, and we've been given our intuition to help warn us, like, I don't think you should do that. I don't trust this person. I think we've done something like that before. I don't think this is going to end well. But sometimes we want to be in denial of it, and we move forward with people anyway. And some people are going to do that because they don't want to see the truth, and they're not willing to be bold and brave and confident and listen to their intuition. Some of those people are going to move forward with some other people who might be in a mental prison about being loving and just and fair and all those things, who live more from their mind than their heart, who might have a lot of mental conflict about working together with people in a deep emotional connected relationship. And some people are going to move forward with those people anyway and get in a relationship, a marriage, or a job with those people, because they're not willing to listen to their intuition, because that would require them to be willing to go on a new journey in life and face their fears. And when you detach from an old job, friendship, relationship, you're going to go through a period of feeling left out in the cold, and that can be scary. And we're fearful of all the things that could happen. Well, we live this life, and if we get in a job, relationship, friendship, and we realize that, I'm emotionally confused here. I thought everybody was supposed to be like loving and just and fair and act with character and integrity, and I feel like I've been deceived. Well, sometimes those people that aren't being just and fair and encouraging and supportive and truthful and honest are hoping that you won't listen to your intuition, and they're counting on you not loving and believing in yourself and being in a mental prison, because then it is all about them in that job, friendship, or relationship, and it's all about their wants and their needs and their lust and their greed. And if they want to be bossy and controlling, they can, because you're not willing to listen to your intuition and take a leap of faith to detach from that job or relationship. And the whole point is we have free will in life. We get into these jobs and relationships. Are we going to listen to our intuition? Our intuition is telling you, I think these people are being deceptive and manipulative. I think they're being prideful or egotistical. I think they're all about themselves. I think they want everybody else to put aside their pride and ego, but not them. They're hoping you're going to be a fool and be in denial of what's going on. And we have the free will to do that or not. The divine wants to know, are you going to keep repeating this pattern of jobs and relationship? Or are you going to trust the divine and take a leap of faith to detach from a little bit of hell and face your fears and your insecurities, to take bold, brave, confident action within your own foundation, to look at life from a higher perspective, see things from the big picture, because we can all get caught up in our fear, like, oh my gosh, if I leave this relationship, will I have a relationship next week? It's like, you might not have a relationship next week, but put it in perspective. This is not a good, healthy relationship. Whoever this is in your life, even if it's just a friend, you might need to detach from them, and you and your romantic partner or your family might need to distance yourself from them because they're emotionally confusing and they get you up in your head, and it's like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. You might know someone who doesn't want to see the truth about how they might be kind of prideful or egotistical or self-centered or all about themselves, and they want to move forward with you. And you could be kind of like, ooh, I don't know. Are they someone I want to come together with in a foundation? Some people are listening to their intuition and they're going to move forward because they are seeing things clearly. Other people aren't going to move forward with some people because they're not seeing the truth. We go from the 7 to the 8. So some people have seen the truth and some people haven't seen the truth. Some people could be leaving some people out of their life because they're not seeing the truth. And it might be because either they're taking a foolish risk. Some of them might be kind of the bossy, controlling people. And I'm just going to create an illusion about why I didn't let them come with me and move forward with me in a friendship or a relationship. I'm going to create an illusion about why I didn't move forward with them. Some people aren't wanting some people to move forward with them because they are in shadowy energy. And a person that could be in their life is someone who's done the inner work. They do listen to their intuition. They've worked through, their own mental conflict about listening to the truth that life's about love and it is about moving forward and facing your fears and insecurities. And some people are leaving those people behind because it's like, I don't want to look at life that way. I want to keep moving forward the way I've lived my life. I'm going to keep moving forward in my fears and my insecurities and my illusions about life and relationships. And I want to be in denial that I'm supposed to take a leap of faith and listen to my intuition and be bold and brave and confident in my life. And they don't like to be around other people who might believe in themselves and believe in their dreams because they kind of have a lack mentality, and they could have a lot of fears and insecurities about believing in their dreams, or they're in relationships with people who are kind of bossy and controlling, and they don't want to see the truth about the people they're in relationship with. And if they know some people who had been in relationships or jobs like that, and they did the work to detach from those people and see through the illusion and through the fear and the codependency and all that, they don't want to see through the illusion that they have about their job or their relationship. I want to keep staying in this job or relationship, and I'm going to be in denial that I'm repeating an old pattern because I don't want to detach from what I've invested in. So they're leaving some high vibe people out of their life who believe in their dreams, because that's what high vibe Pisces is kind of about, listening to your intuition. And some people aren't ready to listen to their intuition. When we're ready, we're ready. You could know some people who aren't wanting you to move forward with them because they're in denial with the 2 Aries cards, that they could be in friendships or relationships with people that are kind of the emotionally confusing, bossy, and controlling. Maybe those people in their life told them you shouldn't be friends with that person anymore. Well, then they're kind of in a mental prison about, I don't know, maybe living their authentic life or something. And instead of, the wands can talk about communicating, and so can the swords, but, maybe instead of causing any problems or upset, it's like, okay, I just kind of will detach from them and keep moving forward with you. And I kind of think, though, when people align with people like that in their life, it's because there is a part of them that kind of aligns with that. If you were to hang out with someone who, I don't know, seems to be doing other things in life that you kind of wish you would do, but you're just not there yet, you could kind of distance yourself from them too, because you kind of feel like you don't have, I don't know, the confidence or the whatever that they have. And, until we do the work within ourselves, we'll keep doing and repeating a way of living our life until we're willing to see the truth, to get the justice we deserve. And we all deserve to be free from our lack mentality and our fears and our insecurities and our self-limiting beliefs and our emotional confusion. The truth is, we're meant to go with the flow, and we're meant to not keep repeating old patterns because of our fear or insecurity or codependency or whatever. Or some people have a job or relationship that looks really successful by worldly standards because the Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy, and that's what it can talk about. And they don't want to leave that job or that relationship, even though they could feel like it's not what everybody said it was going to be, or the relationship isn't what they thought it would be. But it looks great by worldly standards. It looks like they have gotten the justice they deserve, and they're going to keep moving forward with that. It looks good by worldly standards. And then there's some people that are in shadowy Pisces energy who are just creating an illusion. They had other people in their life who listened to their intuition, who were bold and brave and just and fair and loving. And they didn't want to move forward with those people because they would have to detach from some old ways of being and work through their own fears and insecurities. So they decided, I'm going to go see if I can find someone who feels left out in the cold and might be in a mental prison and emotionally confused and worried about being in a relationship. And I'm going to see if I can get that person to get in a relationship with me. I don't want to be in relationships with people who listen to their intuition about me, because I could be kind of bossy and controlling, and I could have a lot of fears and insecurities. I try to present myself in the world as being like very successful in the world, but I really am just kind of creating an illusion. I could have a lot of fears and insecurities. I could have a lot of mental conflict. Shadowy Libra, I could be bossy and controlling. Shadowy Aquarius, I could be kind of self-centered and egotistical, and I like it to be all about me. Shadowy Aries, I try to create the impression that I'm bold and brave and confident, but really it's kind of just all about me. And I'll just create an illusion that I want to come together with them in a relationship to bring a dream into reality. And I'll stay in a relationship and move forward with them so long as they stay in a mental prison and are buying into the illusion of who I am, and they don't listen to their intuition and want to take a leap of faith in justice and fairness and balance and love, because that's not the kind of relationship I want to be in. I have my own ideas of what I think is just and fair in a relationship. And it's for me to be deceptive and manipulative. And if you're not buying into the illusion, then I'll just try to create some illusion, and I'll be deceptive and manipulative about it, about why the relationship ended, to confuse people about the truth. And then some of the shadowy people who were in relationships with people who believed in themselves and were doing that work within themselves to heal and look at life from a higher perspective and started to listen to their intuition and were feeling bold and brave to live their life more authentically. Some of you had someone who was deceptive and manipulative. You thought they were going to move forward with you because you thought you're both going to do the work together within yourself to heal and step outside of societal norms to bring about needed change. But they don't want to detach from their more worldly view of life and making their life more about image and status and money and materialism, and maybe operating more from emotional defensiveness and ego. And when you loved and believed in yourself, this person was deceptive and manipulative and created a whole illusion about why this relationship ended. And so some of you had to move on and face your fears and insecurities, and you're now ready to go on a new journey because you've seen the truth. You're no longer caught up in the illusion of who this person was. You saw the truth of who they were. They're not who they said they were. They're deceptive and manipulative and maybe fearful and insecure, and you're moving on to go on a new journey in truth and love. You are going with the flow, wanting to work together with other people who are aligned with love, people who've gained insight and wisdom about their fears and their insecurities, and they've put in work and effort to deal with them so they can have new beginnings in life where they can be authentic and warm and supportive and encouraging and loving and authentic because they offered love to their regrets of the past that previously could have made them defensive to love. But now they're listening to their intuition and they're moving forward in love because they've completed a cycle in life. They learned the lesson they were meant to learn from past life experience, just like you. And those are the type of people you want to move forward with. These other people are going to keep creating living their life the same way they do. They're in denial that they're kind of foolish and all about themselves and probably bossy and controlling and live more from their mind than their heart. And they might want to move forward in a relationship with people where they're more focused on the things of the world, who hide from illuminating the truth and hide from offering love to their regrets of the past, and they just create the illusion that it's love. But they really, our shadow nature is represented by the devil. It restricts us, it confines us, it imprisons us, it enslaves us. We make decisions out of fear and insecurity and pride and ego and selfishness and greed and immaturity and all that good stuff. Or we grow and mature ourselves and we put in work and effort to free ourselves from it so we can take a leap of faith. We've looked at life differently. We've shed some of those fears and insecurities and self-limiting beliefs. We've kind of reached a new level within our foundation of loving ourselves and realize that we were hiding from seeing the truth that, our regrets of the past and some emotions and things that we kept buried beneath the surface were stopping us from loving ourselves, offering peace to the past so that we could move on and live life differently. So I think the shadowy people are going to keep living their life the way they live it. Some people are being deceptive and manipulative right now. They could have been moving forward with someone, creating the illusion they would maybe get married to them. But it might have been to get in the relationship because it was good for their ego or their image or indulgence, and they don't plan to move forward with them in a relationship or a marriage. It's like, I just felt left out in the cold. Maybe because some other people I'd been in a relationship with saw the truth of who I was and they've moved on. And I felt left out in the cold and I was fearful and insecure and emotionally confused. So I wanted to kind of indulge in a relationship. I'm not being truthful and honest. It's really just about me. And some of the people they're in relationship now might be starting to see the truth. Some of you could have been in a relationship with someone who the truth was they could have gotten in a relationship with you for those reasons. They really wanted to move forward in a relationship that was someone who was more worldly focused or materialistically focused or image focused. And they were hiding that they wanted a new beginning with someone from their past. So they just created the illusion it was love. I know that's hurtful, right? But it all happens for us to get better at listening to our intuition. And maybe we hadn't listened to our intuition. Maybe we felt left out in the cold. Maybe we had fears and insecurities about taking some bold, brave, confident action in our life. And the whole thing was to learn to get us to listen to our intuition and be more bold and brave and confident within ourselves, to stand up for ourselves, to speak our truth. That if people aren't moving forward with us in relationship, being warm and authentic and loving and putting in work and effort, then it's just an illusion. And, we can all think that everybody views life and relationships the way we do, and then we find out they don't. And it's a hard lesson to learn, but we needed to learn the lesson so that we could go get our divine inheritance and come together with the people we're really meant to come together. Once we learn to work through our fears and insecurities and be more bold and brave and confident and stand up for ourselves and have hope and faith and belief in our dreams and not get caught up in our mind and our fears and insecurities, we'll move forward in the energy of love in our foundation. And as we move forward, if other people that we get in relationship, will take some time to get to know if they are someone who operates more from pride and ego, if they have issues in their past that they've kept buried. We can offer people love, but if they don't do that work within themselves to free themselves, it's just going to happen again. People have to have freed themselves to kind of be on the same page as you are. Are you willing to move forward and face your fears and your insecurities, or do you have some illusions about what it means to be in a relationship? And do you think it's more about people being deceptive and manipulative, or all about you? I've been in a relationship with people like that, and I'm not in denial anymore, and I'm not a fool. Some people that you could have been in a relationship with because they don't want to do the relationship your way, they don't want to speak their truth, they don't want to work together with people from a foundation of love, they don't want to have to go within and illuminate their regrets of the past that make them act this way. Some of those people were deceptive and manipulative, hoping you'd feel left out in the cold and be up in your head and emotionally confused because you thought you were going to bring a dream into reality. And they were hoping if they, because when people are in a relationship with you, they have the free will choice to be open and honest and just and fair and loving. Or they can say, I don't know if I want to do a relationship like that. I think I'd rather do it this way. And I bet if I'm deceptive and manipulative and I create this whole illusion and I'm kind of bossy and controlling and I take these foolish risks and I'm emotionally cold and detached and maybe even go get in a relationship with someone else, it'll make you focus more on me and you'll feel left out in the cold and all this shit, that you'll be a fool and not listen to your intuition and want to come back and get in a relationship with me and do it my way. Which I'm kind of the center of attention, and you've kind of given up on your dreams of having the just and fair and truthful and loving relationship that you want because you don't love and believe in yourself. And some of them were hoping that. And I think for some of those people, you moved on. You did the work within yourself to see through the illusion and the confusion. This isn't loving. This isn't kind. This was hurtful. It was selfish. It was cold, maybe calculated. Maybe wanting to go get in a relationship with someone else. Maybe they are more materialistic and ego-focused and image-focused than love-focused. And I moved on. And because you moved on and now they can't manipulate you and deceive you, they might have to settle for the people that they could have used to try to deceive and manipulate you. And you, being a loving and just and fair and encouraging and supportive partner who wasn't petty and envious and jealous and manipulative and controlling, now they're the ones who feel left out in the cold. Their plan didn't work. What a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. And now they could be in a mental prison because they could see that your dreams are probably going to come into reality because you did listen to your intuition and you weren't a fool. and you took action to cut people out of your life that weren't just and fair and truthful and loving, and you've moved on, being balanced and aligned within your own foundation, and you've gained insight and wisdom about people who are prideful and egotistical, who don't deal with their own inner issues. There could possibly be someone from your past. Well, one way it could be is that you could be trying to help other people deal with their regrets of the past and listen to their intuition to go forward in love as a general thing in your life. But there also could be someone from your past that, because you had to go learn this life lesson. When we go get in relationship with one person, there's other people we didn't go get in relationship with. And there might be someone from your past now that you wish you would have worked with but you also had lessons learned to stand up for yourself and believe in yourself and all that good stuff. And there might be someone that you could want to have a new beginning with. And you're just listening to your intuition now to see, is someone that you would like to have a relationship with, are they going to detach from however they've been living their life to face their fears and insecurities to come together with you in a relationship? Or will they get caught up in their fears or their insecurities or their ego or their image or their worldly view of life, and keep living their life that way? Either way, you're moving forward. And either way, you're going to keep moving forward. If people want to come with, they can come with, if they're truthful and honest and just and fair and work together with you cooperatively and are warm and authentic. And if not, then they can go back to where they came from. So there you go, Pisces energy. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.